Well, in one of my snot boxes, I've got some old valve covers, and as we see here, I've got like a K4, K5 swing arm. I won't have the, actually, you know what, that's a K8, that's a 78. You can tell by the juts there. So, but that will still fit. So I'll probably use that on the bike. It has a slightly wider back end to it, which is all right because I can run a wider tyre anyway then, so that'll work out great. So I'll probably pull this out and see what I can do with it. But that's definitely a 77, 78 swing arm, only because of this piece here is different. So, and it's wider at the back. But no worries, we'll use it all up. Let's see how this goes. Well, back in the shed again. I looked in the other box and I have a 74, 75 swing arm, so I can use that one now. I can show you the difference on a 77 and 78 and a 71 to 76 swing arm. That's a 78, it's longer. You can see up by the shock perch, it comes up higher. It has a ridge there, which the brake adjuster, or actually the wheel adjuster lock, goes into that. If you look at this one, it's different. It doesn't have this bit here and doesn't have that keyway there. And also on the 77, 78s, you can't lock them on the top, or the early ones you can. So I'm going to go with this one. I'll clean it up a bit, but like I said, I'm just mocking this up to see what it looks like. I'm not riding it or anything. I'm just going to put it together to see what it looks like, and then I'll get into it, strip it, redo it, probably chrome this or something if it's savable, and put it on the bike. Thanks for watching. Well, that's the swing arm on. As I said, I found a K4, K5, so it'll be great for mocking up. As you can see, it's just there. So I haven't got any shocks. I've got to look around, see if I've got some old shock absorbers somewhere so I can set that up and go on to the next bit. But yeah, it's taking shape anyway. Just thought I'd share this along. Going to be a fun ride, I think. Well, I thought I'd fit that old Leicester rim I had. It needs new bearings and new tyres and stuff like that, but I'm just mocking it all up to see what it's going to look like. I should have some shocks by tomorrow, just some cheapy ones to put on there, but yeah, getting there. Just put a front wheel in it, of course that will lift it up then, so I better put a side stand on it then, because I don't think I've got a centre stand anywhere, but it's starting to take shape. All right, I have bits just lying about, eh? But we'll see how it goes anyway. That's roughly around the stance I want. I've got like almost 13-inch centers on the back of the shocks. Rear shocks are usually 12.5. I usually set them at 13.5. That's the only set I had around, but it doesn't look too bad at that height. What I'm probably going to do now is cut that piece off on the back up to maybe nearly the, not quite the shock, but a bit further forward, and then cut the brace bar off. I'll actually put it on this later, but yeah, so that's how she sits right now, which is a nice height, I think. Let's have a look at this one. I think about here. Easy enough, huh? You can do that. And mark this up the same way. Take this off here so you can have a look. Makes it a lot easier. If you look at that, I've still got to just trim it a little bit just to make sure that everything's level, and then I'll do my hoop kit to it. Well, get the compressor out, and what I'm going to do today is just clean this up and then probably bore this out a little bit so that the frame hoops fit. Come on, girl. Alright, so what I've done here is just clean these up a little bit. Remember, this is just a mock-up. I've no idea where I'm going with it, Rick, to be honest. I'm just putting a bunch of parts together, and we'll see where it leads to. But I always like to clean these up, and the reason being I don't want any jagged edges. And then when I fit my bungs in, and then put the hoop on, I usually drill a hole here and here, and then I can weld around, and it's a nice solid fitting to both sides, you know, because the back is kind of short now, but obviously when I put the hoop on, it'll extend it again, but then I can put a different seat on. But people ask me all the time how I do it. You might do it differently, and that's all good. But kind of that's how it's going to look anyway. I'll plug the bottoms off later on and mess around with that, but I'm not sure what seat I'm going to do yet, but I just thought I'd share this bit with you. I don't really have any slugs today, so what I'll do is probably use some old handlebar material. They're 7/8, so they'll be perfect for slugs to go in the frame, you know, so save some money there too. All made out of bits and pieces, and that's the fun about building bikes on the cheap. You can do it, and if you've got stuff lying around, you can definitely do it. All right, I'll talk to you later. So here's the slug, which is basically an old handlebar, 7/8. So that's gonna go in like that, and then this is the same. I'll just measure evenly, and then we can put the hoop on. Not a hard job. Any of you lot can do that. Pretty easy, huh? Well, there it is. I'm just going to have to tap it in. Let's have a look what we got here now. Looks pretty good. Let's have a look. Yep. So, we got the hoop on. I haven't welded it yet because I don't know if right now this is still needs trimming, because it might be too long for what application I want, but we'll see. It looks pretty good right now though. I am happy with that, as I showed you earlier. But something quick and easy to do on your 750. Just cut that back, put the slugs in, put the hoop in, and then cut it down to the length you want. So just cut like 1 inch increments off until you have got the end of the hoop where you'd like it. Then that shows where the end of your seat's going to go, and then you can make a pan and upholster it.